Hi everybody, Jeri Bellini here for my Arts and Parts. And today I'm going to talk about this new journal thing I got going on. So over on A Life of Art and Self-Expression, that's a Facebook group. I'll put the link below in my description. I'm an admin, and Gina Bronzini Ahrens is the owner of the group. And she's always coming up with some really cool ideas. And recently, she came up with it. Well, not recently. She planned this months ago. But recently, I was looking at my calendar and saw it there and thought, I want to be involved in this. Anyway, she came up with this idea, and she's calling it My Year of Creativity and Self-Expression for 2017. And what it is anybody who wants to participate, and these are, she's putting it out there for the people on the Facebook group. If anybody wants to participate, they're more than welcome, and I'm going to. For me, it's more of a challenge because I don't normally keep a journal documenting my everyday life, not in a creative way. I have to say, I keep a documentation of my life, and I'm going to show you that in a minute, in another way. But I love the fact that, you can look through this book and you can see ticket stubs from when you went to the movies, and you can see little cards you might have picked up when you were out, for a weekend with your husband, or maybe you're spending some time with your children, and you can just take some kind of memorabilia and tuck it into a book. I really like that. So I am going to I'm challenging myself to do this. Now, I tried once before, kind of on a smaller level, to do that, and that's with this book here. This is a Fauxbonichi that I actually made. And it's a Bisquick. It was a Bisquick box. And some of you might have seen this before. I never did a YouTube video on it, but I did post pictures of it on my Facebook page. Anyway, this Bisquick box was my mother's, and she passed away in February of 2015. And she used to make waffles all the time. She'd have my kids over, and they'd make waffles. Anyway, so the Bisquick box has a special meaning to me. So, and of course, being a hoarder of all things and anything art related, I don't know, Bisquick box really isn't art related, so I'm stretching it a bit. But I love to make journals. So anyway, I decided to save the Bisquick box. I saved a couple of other boxes of hers too. And I decided to make this Fauxbonichi journal. So if you don't know what a Fauxbonichi is, there is a Facebook group, and you can really get into it in a big way. So I'm going to share with you, this was my attempt at documenting my life. And this was, let's see, it was in 2015. So I'm just going to keep it closed for a second. I started it in 2015. It looks like I started it in June. So I wasn't even in the beginning of the year. And I really didn't get very far with it. And I'll show you that too. I'll share that with you too. So I do belong to the Documented Life program. And that's another Facebook group. I can never seem to hang in there with it. So this year I have another idea of how I'm going to proceed with storing my memories creatively. Let's put it that way. And I will get to that. There's a process of 3 videos that Gina set up. The first video is for us to share our prior journals, what we've been using in the past. And the second one, I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly how she laid it out, but there's 3 videos. I think the second one is sharing my ideas for what I'm going to do, and the third one is actually doing my journal online. Okay, so now we're going to get started. So this is my Bisquick journal, and I made it, obviously. I used graph paper, and I stitched it, I stitched it together. This is duct tape. So I used the front and the back of the Bisquick box, and the spine is just duct tape, and probably a piece, I made this so long ago. I don't even think there's a piece of cardboard in there. I think it's just duct tape, like a double piece of duct tape in there. Anyway, decorated a little bit. So I've got, let me show you this way. I've got quite a few signatures in there, and I had thought it was going to get me through the year. But as I said, I didn't do too good. So I started to decorate it a little bit, and I thought, well, let's see. I know I'm stuttering. I wasn't really sure what I was going to do because I'd never done this before. So Fauxbonichi, they typically put down the date, the weather, maybe there's a quote, a to-do list. They do have prompts for you. So if you're stuck creatively, you can use their prompts. So I think I did that a little bit in the beginning because I think shoes was one of the prompts. So I drew a pair of my Keens here, and here's my to-do list. So this was like a combination of maybe what you did and maybe what you're gonna do. So, but there's no there's nothing glued down in here for if I went someplace. Okay, does that make any sense? So I'm going to flip through some of these, and there is some personal things on some of these pages, I know for sure. And if I do see that, I'm going to put my hand over it. So please forgive me. But basically, I did a scripture verse is what I was doing. For my quotes, and not every time. And down at the bottom, we always did thankful for or count your blessings. So. I say so a lot, I noticed that. Anyhow, what projects are you working on? I was giving my dogs a haircut, getting ready for vacation. Anyway, you see I was trying to be a little creative, and I was coloring, I was putting washi tape, I was drawing pictures. I decided early on, like this was my first 2 pages, and I decided early on to only write on one side of the spread, because if I used some water media, this is just graph paper. That's the other thing. Did I glue 2 pages? No, I didn't glue 2 pages together. It's graph paper. So what I did is I collaged on the back of each page instead of gluing 2 pages together. That's what I did. So it made it thicker, and if something bled through from this page, it wasn't a big deal because there was a collage on the back of it. Make sense? I love that one. Okay, so there's that so again. Anyway, I know. Just click me off. Vacation. And like I said, there's my collage, so that was fun. I did keep track of my health in here as well. And I think I'm just going to flip through right now so you can see how colorful it is. All right, and see, I used colored pencils, more collaging. This was a good way to use up my bits and pieces. Oh, this was my mom's favorite flower, the hydrangea, and we had a plant growing in the backyard, and Mother loved this so much, and the last couple years we just couldn't get her hydrangea to bloom, and it bloomed. It bloomed a couple months after she died. It bloomed, and I just had to capture it. I drew this. So there's that sew again. Goodness, Jer. It's almost as bad as the glare on your glasses. Anyway, I do enjoy the collage, and there's some washi tape. So this is what I did. And this was the closest I have gotten, like I said, to keeping track of my life. So I am going fast now. You can see July, not so good. And I stopped coloring in. I stopped doing collaging. So what did I do this for a month? 2 months? Shame on you, Jeri. And it's my birthday. I made people write on my page. I thought I made them all write on my page. I just see my grand. Yeah, I made everybody write on my page on my birthday. All right. Well, I got thinking about my mom. Yeah, this was not a good page. I was feeling very depressed. I got thinking about my mom, and I thought, you know, I really should finish this. This is her Bisquick book, you know, box, and I really should finish it. So, now's a good time to pick it up and finish it. I'm just looking at this. It's in October, and we're in October. I'm going to do that. Yeah, because it looks like I stopped. All right, no, wait, I went further. I did go to December. Shame on you. Well, I could finish it, couldn't I? I could do something. I should do something, right? Right. Leave me a message in the comments below. What do you think I should do? Should I finish this, or should I just call it a day? All right, that's my prior journal. Here is my other prior journal. I love this. I love it. It is a Leuchtturm. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I started bullet journaling. Again, no creativity in here. You know, there's no pictures. There's no ticket stubs. What I did do with this, and I love this bullet journal, and I will get into this further, I think, in another video. What I did do with this, and this has definitely got a lot of personal things here, so I'm going to try to flip through real quick. I write down the day, I write exactly what I did, and so I am keeping track of my life in here. But there's no art, there's no ticket stubs, there's no pictures, you know, glued in. I made an attempt to draw some flowers, but I said no. This is really my brain dump. This is where I keep track of my life, what I'm doing when I'm doing it. And so this is definitely not the project that Gina has in mind. The project Gina has in mind is for us to have some sort of a book that we can just, you know, glue down some stuff. You know, not a big deal, nothing, no pressure. Just, you know, keep a container with your stubs and your receipts that are meaningful to you, and then just kind of glue them down. So I have an idea. and I will share it with you. That's why I'm participating in this little challenge. So that's it for the time being for me. I'm going to just leave you with my Leuchtturm, and I look forward to showing you what my idea is in the next video. So I hope everybody has a blessed day. And that's it for now. Talk to you soon.